In this video, we're going to talk about the top 10 scary ghost videos. So before starting, please do like this video and subscribe to the channel for future updates. Let's start. Number 10. Dog in Crisis. Everyone knows that a dog knows that they can sense things that we humans can't. Redditor ChewyBones02 posted this on his page. He writes, "I believe my dog has undergone a crisis and is incorrect." The video depicts two dogs standing on a day sofa looking out the window, with the larger one becoming increasingly agitated. Its legs have pushed the sofa so far away from the window that he has stretched rather admirably till he can no longer extend and collapses to the floor. Meanwhile, a number of orbs can be seen drifting around the room throughout the video. Is it anything paranormal outdoors that is scaring these dogs, or is it something paranormal inside? Those orbs, after all, strongly suggest the latter. If only these dogs could talk and tell us the truth, we'd know what the answer is. Number 9. Cross-Suit Ghost. Cross-suit is a superstition shared by Southeast Asian countries and a ghost whose origin is unclear. According to Thai folklore, a cursed lady who was sinful and devious throughout her lifetime and lived such a life when reborn returns as a pootie that thrives on rotten uncooked food. For him, the cross use is a frightening floating head surrounded by a glowing glow. The methane prevalent in the marshes where the crossbow dwells is supposed to be responsible for the glow. Organs route underneath the head includes the stomach, intestine, and hearts. In this terrifying film released in July of 2021, three men pursue the cross-suit and encounter something that truly makes them queasy. Could it be the spoiled food on which the Karasu feasts? Well, the image of what they found has been censored, but we don't have to wait long to find out there's something fishy going on in this. For us, security cameras that the man set up capture a glowing light in the darkness that glows green as they crouch down to watch from afar. Is this the legend's cross-suit ghost? If not the cross-suit, no organs are seen trailing past a floating head. What exactly is this? Other than that, I'm at a loss for words. Number 8. Genevieve Monster. You always want your children to have friends, but you probably don't want them to have phantom pals. Genevieve Monster posted to TikTok, and this son reported on it. This TikTok is irritating her. When she summons her daughter, Marley, in the room for a playdate in an empty house, a mysterious shadow figure across the hallway appears before her daughter enters. It is most definitely not the girl shadow to play with the frightening figure. It's taller than Marley and walks at a faster rate. It's also pitch black, though there's enough light in the hallway to illuminate Marley slightly, so it can't be another youngster. Not a living one, at least. What do you believe is this enigmatic figure? Some in the comments argue that it's the girl's shadow, claiming that it doesn't move like the girl's shadow, that it's floating in mid-air rather than being cast against something, and that there doesn't appear to be any light source in the next room to make such a shadow. So what is it that this could be? Something I believe is haunting this house. Number 7. Haunted Graveyard. These wild adventures are mocked by a YouTuber. This video of a haunting graveyard was uploaded in November of 2019. He went to a haunted graveyard to see what, if anything, he could catch. What he did manage to capture was mind-boggling. So, you're going to reel this in? Let's hope you came through. Moxley depicts a dark shadow light figure sliding across a backdrop of a lit brick wall for the liver. He calls out to it, but it remains silent. Well, hello. You later hear loud footsteps nearby, which can be easily heard through the leaves. In the comments, YouTuber Scary Spectre points out that this thing didn't move like a human and that the brush didn't move as it passed by. It also responded to being called out or made footsteps or sounds. Do you agree with the menacing Spectre? Did this give you the creeps? If you don't, you're a brave cookie. Number 6. Get out of the pool. Have you ever been terrified, foolish by the thought of something unexpected being in the pool with you? Maybe it's not at all in your head as Banana claims. In the summer of 2016, Joe was home alone with his mother and was playing in the pool late at night when his mother panicked and urged him to get out of the water. When he returned to safety inside, she instructed him to get out of the pool. He demanded to view the photo his mother took, which revealed a frightening head with glowing eyes floating in the water behind him. Who or what accompanied Joe? For a swim lion nights, even the devil doesn't want to know. Number 5. The real shape of the jinn. A jinn is a mythological entity that appears in mythology. They are neither totally benign nor completely evil, but they are listed with devils as the source of possession and misery, according to Derange, Sergeyev's April 2021 publication. This jinn appears to have a sinister bent to it. The jinn has a gray complexion and undefined features. Later, the jinn is captured clutching what appears to be an arm bone and doing a spell that appears to shoot something at the refuge, which is surrounded by rock crumbles. The frightening jinn is captured up close as the cameraman rounds a corner. The menacing person looks to have a lengthy beard, although he's seen in a flash, so its features are vague. Is this jinn a good or a bad jinn? My guess is that it is unquestionably evil. Number 4. Bedroom exorcism. In the Spanish-speaking YouTube community, Our First Century has gotten a lot of attention. It's a video of 2 individuals performing an exorcism on a young woman who appears to be ill. On this platter, there are 2 eggs. The priestess splits one egg and it appears normal, but when she rubs the other egg against the possessed girl's skin, it cracks open into a pure black sludge, which is a very unsettling omen. But things get even stranger when the girl sits down with her eyes dilated and drinks the liquid, causing her to shake, twitch, and the complete movie is unavailable on YouTube because it gets much more unpleasant. Anyone who isn't brave should be terrified just by seeing this phase of the struggle. Number 3. Shadow people. If you've never encountered a sadistic shadow, you haven't experienced true terror. If you think you're brave enough to face it, keep an eye on it. A young woman appears at the top of the stairway, descending to the hallway, before abruptly turning back as a black shadow approaches the stairwell from the doorway below. The hazy shadow suddenly vanishes into thin air, only to reappear heading up these stairs. Solid Vidion appears as a notion concerning the shadow ghost's motions in the comments. In theory, he writes a ghost might not have any meaningful physical restrictions, so while the movements may not respond to how physical matter moves, it looks that it is absorbing all visible light frequencies. As a result, it must be made up of some sort of particles. What are your thoughts? Is this particle, which resembles a shadow ghost, worth investigating? It is, in my opinion. Number 2. South Pittsburgh Hospital. Hospitals appear to be extremely haunted. According to a video uploaded to YouTube in September of 2019, HRJ Paranormal Adventures navigates this hospital, which was founded in 1959 and is located at the foothills of the South Pittsburgh Mountains. However, the haunting may have started long before the structure was erected, in contrast to Penhurst. During the hospital's operation, there have been no reports of mistreatment. However, hospital staff have reported paranormal activity, including inanimate things moving on their own, disembodied voices and dark shadowy figures, and 7-foot-tall men on the 3rd floor, who is thought to be a previous surgeon who worked at the facility. The 3rd floor isn't just haunted by him. Other spirits, including a janitor and a female ghost known as the Naughty Nurse, have been seen in this basement, as have a toddler and an old woman. Since its closure in 1998, John has brought several paranormal investigators to the facility. In this video, HRJ Paranormal Adventures attempts to capture a few paranormal creatures. One is a ghostly reflection that occurs twice, once at 3:53 seconds and again at 3:53 seconds. The time was 58 seconds. Follow the crew on their hour-long investigation of this haunted location and you might just catch a few more sightings of spirits and voices. Number 1. Don't go in the closet. When you hear some unusual noise in your everyday life, do you ever wonder what the Redditor shadow Muskie 1 did when he heard weird noises emanating from its parents' house? Husky writes had recently moved into house fields in the late 1950s. You can see the boy's reflection in the floor length near someone here when he enters inside his parents' bedroom. He writes in his comments at the 90-second mark, "A bizarre shadow appears in front of the camera. It seems more like a smudge or a blur than a shadow." He requests that the item produce a noise, but it does not comply. Make a lot of noise. You can hear what sounds like clothing hangers jingling as the boys retreat away from the door. Then he goes into an adjacent bathroom, which is connected to the closet, and attempts a dozen times to turn on the light. For a brief while, a woman's voice may be heard. Who is it exactly? What are they looking for? Is this closet haunted by a ghost? If that's the case, what happened here? Shadow Husky does not linger long enough to discover the truth. I can't say I blame him. So, which video was the scariest one? Let us know in the comment box below. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for future updates. And thank you.